and pour it all in. Hi, it's Allie from ABC Whitetails, and today we're going to be doing a little recap of what we've been doing and giving them some snacks. Huh? Before they take the bag. There are 16 does in here in total, but out of 16, we AI'd 14 of them. And AI'd stands for artificially inseminated, but we artificially inseminated them with male sex so that we can hopefully get mostly males instead of females. And these are lovely deer. And they love some snacks. Now I'm going to introduce you to some of them. This one right here, her name is Donkey. She's a little skittish. That's why she's standoffish. And this one right here, she is Cupcake. She loves to be cuddled and hugged on, but she doesn't like it whenever you like rub on her neck. This is 8. We've never really named her, but this girl is so playful and she loves and she has the most beautifulest babies. This girl right here, this is Lemonhead, and she is a brave mom, and she is kind of standoffish, but she loves snacks. This is Tippy. The reason we named her Tippy was because look at her ears. She has tippy ears. Because whenever she was a baby, they was super pointy. So, and she is playful, very playful, and honest too. This girl back here, she is also skittish, and the older ones are kind of skittish mostly because, well, this one right here is Gray. She's like the boss, but she's very mischievous. As you can tell, we have more orange ones in here than any other color. The reason was these was our very first babies. They came here as fawns, and they grew up with us. They are now like 4.5. Careful. Okay, well, as you can see, they're gone. Spoiler. But our yellow tag ones, they're 2.5. Well, no, they're 2 years old, and they're special to us because they're our babies. But now that I got them snacks and they're all settled in, we're going to go check out the fawns and see how they're doing. Let's go. Okay, well, everybody in here, except for one, is all our fawns. They've grown kind of skittish because we haven't been able to mess with them lately, but it's okay. And only one of them, which is Green Tag, she is currently 1 year old, but she is so small you can't tell which is which. And the ones that are up to me are the ones that love cuddles. The ones kind of far back, they're letting you know that they're skittish. These guys, you done? No? Or no? No? Okay. Whenever these guys were born, me and my sister took over and we helped our parents take care of these guys. And so me and my sister kind of raised these guys, so we did grow a bond with most of them. But some of them was also really too skittish too, so we kind of left them be. But we did try a couple times, but all they did was run. But this guy over here is hilarious, and he loves to play and have fun with his friends. This one right here likes the mud and to sniff. And this is his best friend because they're always together. Hey, don't do that. And he is also very playful, as you can tell. And you almost take him. But this one right here, he was also partly skittish, but my sister was the only one that he would let touch him. So him and her kind of got a bond. Okay guys, so this is our new pen that we finished. This is what holds our most of our yearlings. Let's go in and let's show you. Okay. Back. Okay guys, now we're inside of the new pen, and we don't really have any any shelters in here for them, but we do have some sort because we have some trees to provide shade for them whenever it's hot. But we do have one shelter, and it's this for the feed so that it doesn't get wet or like hot and musty. And this was about 4 acres, but then we cut it in half to make 2 pens, and we have a couple deer in here, about like 5 or 6, and they're all really sweet. But in the other pen over there, we got like 3 or 4. Okay, well now I'm gonna walk down and you're gonna follow, and we're gonna go look down here at the pen. These are the areas that they might play and play that before. Okay, well, a fact here that this white oak tree, whenever in the fall and it produces acorns, they have a little snack to like snack on, and also it produces a lot of shade for them to have whenever it's hot and like muggy. Well, these cedar trees over here also produce shade, but they also give the bucks somewhere to put their horns on whenever they're in velvet as well. And they like to rub their horns in there, but it also helps us because they kind of make the old trees fall down, but they do leave cool marks, and they might like mark their place around the trees for their females. And they will also do that and play in the water. Okay, so now we're on the other side where you can see the other side of the fence. And they also have some trees, some cedar trees and trees to give shelter. And then they have rocks over there somewhere. Yeah, right here to where a sinkhole was. And we have to cover it up or the deer fall in. And a fact that we're not in there right now is because of him. And he still has his horns, and he's not predictable. And this is a pretty girl right here. This is our farm favorite one, and she is so sweet, and she protects you from these guys. In this pen right here, the green tags in here are our AI ones from our very first time. They are now 1-year-olds or 1.5-year-olds. They're also called yearlings, which there's many different names for every age, but like I said, these are called yearlings. This guy right here is our big yearling, and a big fact about him is that he scored over 200 on his antlers, but we did have to cut them off because he got an antler infection, which that caused him to get really sick, so we decided to just cut him off. And he recovered very finally, and kind of slow, but good. And he has 2 girls in here that he bred with because he has big antlers, and we're hoping that he'll give us a boy and that will have the same big antlers. Okay guys, so we still have to feed Amara and her daughter Nebula, and of course Blondie in there. So let's just go ahead and feed them. Let's go. Well, we just fed them. This is a pen in my backyard for Gamora, Nebula, and Deliverance. The reason they're back here is because Deliverance is blind, and so he needed a guide. And whenever there was babies, they kind of grew up together, so he got used to her. And then he got her pregnant, and they had a baby together. And now they all live in here as a big family. So I am by Deliverance right now, but I am staying kind of far because he does have his horns, and I don't want him to accidentally hurt me. So I'm keeping my distance because he also does not know my voice, like he knows my dad's voice. But he doesn't really know me as much as he knows everybody else. But yeah, he's a really kind and gentle deer though. Okay guys, well we are about done. Well, we just finished feeding these, so it usually takes us about like an hour and a half to feed all of the animals. But this is the new fence for the pigs. Because, well, we did have them down at my house whenever they was younger, but since they grown up, they've liked this place a lot. But they have grown a lot, and they're really sweet, but I think they're over 6 months old. And a fun fact about him is whenever he was a baby, me and my sister took him in my room. We had him in a kitty crate, and he would always cry, so I put him on my bed with me. And like after that, he would just start crying until I put him on the bed with me and her. And it was just so funny. But the bad thing is that he would pee on our bed, and that was not fun. And they've grown up together a lot. So here they are. She's mostly eating all the food though. But we want them to have babies, that's for sure. So we are going to end up eating them, but we want them to have babies first and let them grow up. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe and hit that like button with your nose or fingers. Have a wonderful day. Bye. He's a jerk. He pulled my hair. Okay, I'm ready now.